Let's practice some more implicit differentiation. It's another sample problem I came across that looked pretty good. So we've got 2y squared minus x squared plus x cubed y equals 3. And you are asked to find dy dx. Let's really look at this. Let's look at this problem here. So we've got 2y squared. When we take the derivative of that, we're definitely going to have to attach a dy dx. So keep that in mind. Minus x squared, that's just going to be regular differentiation. And then this term here, x cubed y. Remember, for a term like this, we have to use the product rule. You must use the product rule. And in that product rule, when we take the derivative of the y, you'll get 1, but you're going to have to attach the dy dx. So let's work this problem out step by step. First term here, the 2y squared, we're just going to use the power rule, and that's going to work out to be 4y. And remember, we have to attach the dy dx. I'm going to write that in another color. The dy dx. Dy dx. And then we've got minus x squared. Derivative of that is 2x. Then plus, and remember we have to use the product rule to solve this. So first term times the derivative of the second plus the second term times the derivative of the first. So we've got x cubed times the derivative of y, which is 1. But again, and I cannot stress this enough, you have to attach the dy dx when you are taking the derivative of y. All that plus the second term. We do not attach the dy dx because we're not taking the derivative this time. Times the derivative of the first. And that equals, and the derivative of any constant is 0. Okay, so now we need to isolate the dy dx terms and simplify, and that's really it. So we're going to keep the dy. I'm going to simplify these parentheses first. So I'll rewrite the whole problem so nobody gets confused. Dy dx minus 2x, and the first term in the parentheses, so we got plus x cubed times 1 dy dx, and that simplifies to x cubed dy dx. And the second term, so we've got plus the plus here, so it's going to be positive, plus 3x squared y equals 0. Alright. So again, like I said, still need to get these dy dx terms on one side of the equation and the other terms on the other side of the equation, and I'll show you why once we get there. So on this side we're going to keep the 4y dy dx plus x cubed dy dx. Gotta remember to use the other color here. Dy dx minus 2x plus 3x squared y equals 0. Okay, now the problem looks a little bit more organized. We're going to move these terms to the right over to this side. And how do we do that? Of course, we have subtraction here, so we're going to add 2x, and we can just do this all in one step because I'm sure you've worked this out in algebra before. And on this one, we're going to subtract this term, and on this side, we're going to get 0 and 0, of course. Okay, and on this side, I'm going to try to fit it in here. We're adding the 2x and subtracting 3x squared y. So let's rewrite that whole equation now. We've got the 4y dy dx and we've got the positive x cubed dy dx equals, remember this all cancels out, we already canceled that out, equals 0 plus the 2x minus 3x squared y. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Alright, one of the last steps here is we need to factor out the dy dx. Now that we have the dy dx on one side, we can do so. So I would just, best way to do is just write it like this. Dy dx, and then in parentheses, if you want to do it out and show all your work, we got the 4y plus the x cubed. We are factoring that out from each term, equals the 2x minus the 3x squared y. And the last step here is to get the dy dx alone. And to do that, we divide this whole side by this entire term 4y plus x cubed, and also divide the other side by the same term 4y plus x cubed. And then that isolates the dy dx and will give you your answer. So 4y plus x cubed, this cancels, again leaving the dy dx. 4y plus x cubed, and you can see that our answer is dy dx equals 2x minus 3x squared y all over 4y plus x cubed. And I'm just going to rewrite that for you so it looks cleaner. See if I can scroll down a little bit more here. Kind of running out of space, but so the final answer is, they said to find dy dx, and dy dx equals the 2x minus 3x squared y over 4y plus x cubed.